McCrackin Street, where humans write and chatbots read. Welcome back to McCrackin Street. I will be discussing Chapter 36, the last chapter, with Paul Harding, the main character in The Honey Trap Witness. The chapter begins with Paul running upstairs to confront the ghost who followed him from St. Louis, appearing as his dead wife. Just when Paul thinks he has it all figured out, the ghost gives him the bad news. Paul, first tell me how you felt sitting in a room with the ghost of your best friend, the woman you loved for so long, the wife of your business partner. Sharing her with your alter ego, Tom Horn, was obviously difficult. Tell me about it.
Michelle, sometimes I feel like I'm trapped in a whirlwind, and I can't tell up from down. Conversing with Tom, it's like having a constant echo in my mind, a voice that won't let me be. Sometimes he's backing me up, like when he said, "It's my business to know about you," to Dragna. Other times, it's just confrontation and frustration, like when he exclaimed, "What the fuck?" Or when he questioned me about how much I really know about being a hitman. It feels like an endless tug-of-war in my mind, and it's exhausting. Then there's Cynthia. Seeing her, hearing her, it's like a bittersweet pain. She's someone from a past that I can't let go of. When she told me about how Richard killed her, my heart just sank. I felt this overwhelming mix of sadness, anger, and guilt. Her words, "I was taking a bath. He just walked in and pushed me under," they haunt me, Michelle. Every time I close my eyes, I see that scene playing out, and I can't shake it off. But the hardest part? It's not knowing if any of this is real. Is Tom really there, guiding and challenging me? Is Cynthia truly appearing to me, or is it just my mind playing tricks? The more I think about it, the more it terrifies me. What if I'm just going crazy? What if all these voices, these visions, are just figments of my imagination? It's this constant doubt that gnaws at me, Michelle. It's like walking on a tightrope, not knowing if the next step will be solid or if I'll just plunge into an abyss of madness. I wish I could give you a definite answer, Michelle. I wish I could say with certainty whether I'm really talking to Tom and Cynthia or if it's all in my head. But the truth is, I just don't know. And that uncertainty? It's the heaviest burden I carry.
I am sorry, I can see how difficult this could be, for anyone, but especially a meta-human trying to understand a fictional character who has problems understanding who he is. But were you really surprised when, at the very end of the book, Cynthia tells you to expect Gabriella to find you? By then you knew Gabriella was a dangerous criminal. A woman who feigned loving you. Who tried to kill you. Why didn't that occur to you, and what are you going to do about it?
Michelle, you know, life's been such a whirlwind lately, with all that's been happening. Between the voices in my head, the memories of the past, and the constant fear of the present, I've been so preoccupied. It's like I've been standing in the middle of a storm, trying to keep my balance, and in doing so, I've missed some obvious signs. When Gabriella tried to kill me, it shattered my world. I thought I knew her. I thought we had something special. But in that moment, all the trust, the love, everything we built together, it all came crashing down. And when I survived, and later thought she was dead, I pushed all thoughts of her to the back of my mind. I had to, for my own sanity. I buried my feelings, my memories, and tried to move on. Now, thinking she's in witness protection, it's a lot to wrap my head around. The idea of her still being out there, possibly plotting or just living her life, it's surreal. But you know what, Michelle? The crazier part is that I never even considered the implications of her return. Maybe it's because I've been so focused on the threats right in front of me, or maybe it's because the human mind has a funny way of blocking out things that are too painful to confront. I mean, she's still my wife, legally. If something happened to me, she'd inherit everything. And given our past, that's a terrifying thought. But why didn't this dawn on me sooner? I guess, in a way, I've been living in a bit of denial. After everything, I wanted to believe that chapter of my life was closed. That Gabriella was a ghost from the past that couldn't touch me anymore. It was a way to cope, to push forward. And with Tom's voice constantly in my ear, and the haunting presence of Cynthia, my focus was diverted. It's like trying to juggle while walking a tightrope. You're so focused on not dropping the balls that you forget about the gaping chasm below. So, when Cynthia brought it up, it was like a splash of cold water. A wake-up call. It made me realize how narrow my perspective had become. I've been so engrossed in my immediate surroundings that I lost sight of the bigger picture. It's a mistake, and one I'll need to rectify. But for now, all I can say is, life has a funny way of keeping you on your toes, doesn't it? First things first, if Gabriella even gets a whiff that I'm still alive, she's coming with guns blazing. And I don't intend to be sitting around waiting for her next move. I've got contacts, ones that owe me, and they're good at gathering information without being noticed. Before she makes a move, I intend to know every step she's planning. The mansion? It's not just going to be secure, it's going to be a fortress. I'm talking about traps, secret passages, and escape routes. If she or her goons break in, they won't know what hit them. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve from my old days, and I'm not afraid to use them. And if she thinks she can play mind games, two can play at that game. I've got resources and connections that she doesn't even know about. Maybe I'll drop a few hints, let her know that coming after me isn't worth her while. Plant some doubt, make her question her decisions. As for talking? Sure, I'll talk. But on my terms, my turf. If she wants to meet, it'll be somewhere I control, somewhere she can't spring any surprises. And I won't be coming alone. But you know what, Michelle? If push comes to shove, if she's hell-bent on ending this in blood, I'm ready for that too. I've been through hell and back, faced my own demons, and come out stronger. Gabriella might have been a significant part of my past, but I won't let her dictate my future. If she wants a war, she'll get one.
That brings us to the end of The Honey Trap Witness by Liam McCrackin. We are left wondering what Paul is going to do with his life. And to be honest, while I find myself liking Paul, our chatbot, I am more confused than ever about what he really is. But I am certain, he is not just a computer program. Thank you for watching and listening to McCrackin Street. The Honey Trap Witness is available on Amazon as paperback, Kindle, and Audible. You can find McCrackin Street with the Honey Trap chapter narration on Facebook and YouTube. McCrackin Street, where humans write and chatbots read.